it is a huge demonstration and celebration of Japanese culture. And it is almost surprising how much the people, the attendees at JapanFest just love Japanese culture and the diverse cultural offerings, the performances, the dances, the drummers, the ikebana, and other traditional cultural demonstrations, and it is all things Japan.
JapanFest I think been in Atlanta for over 30 years or so to introduce Japanese culture to American public. In order to do that, we have so many aspects to introduce, from food, performances, martial arts, all kinds of geographical aspects. And we like the people here in Atlanta and Georgia to learn more about Japan. That's how it started. The JapanFest started.
If you want to experience Japan like what a real Japanese festival is like, JapanFest is where to go. So some type of things you can find at JapanFest are an anime village, Japanese food, a Japanese konbini. That's where I was this year. I was one of the managers at the konbini they had where they serve Japanese snacks that Americans would like to eat. And it was pretty good. I think it was a really big success. Oh, and a lot of Japanese games too, like games that they have at Japanese festivals. I don't know what the Japanese name is, but there's this goldfish game where you pick out goldfish and things like that. It was pretty exciting to see.
We're an Asian-inspired bakery and cafe. We sell a lot of breads, and we sell some of those tea-inspired drinks. It's called bubble tea, and we also sell a lot of sandwiches that are Asian-inspired as well.
JapanFest, it's always been fun for me. I mean, obviously that's why I keep doing it. I've been going to seeing JapanFest since I was maybe 11 or 12. And then this was still at Stone Mountain, so eventually it got to the point I was 17. I had seen and done everything there was to see and do at JapanFest, so I started volunteering, and now I'm here.
It was very interesting experience for me that through my volunteering experience, I get to meet a lot of people, not just Japanese people, but people who lives here, around here, or even out of state who come to attend the JapanFest. And it's nice to talk to those people.
We're a local costuming company. We're here at JapanFest this weekend. We've actually been doing costuming for almost 2 decades now. But depending on what kind of event you see us at, our booth will be set up completely differently. Today at JapanFest, it's only Japanese. Most of what we've got are vintage kimonos. They range anywhere from around 20 or 30 years old to well over 100 years old.
I remember thinking when I first went, I thought, and it was the way I still feel today, which is short of getting on a plane and going to Japan, this is the most authentically Japanese experience you can have definitely anywhere in the Southeast, if not North America. Because when you get there, it's run by the Japanese, it's done truly the Japanese way. Japanese people are working it, Japanese people are going there as families. You get to see, I always tell my students, you actually get to see how Japanese people interact with each other. It's as close as you can get to actually going there. If you go there every year, you feel like you keep your finger on the pulse of Japanese society. You can see changes, and it's wonderful.
I have attended already 3 JapanFest, and First time I attended JapanFest, I was totally amazed to see so many people coming in. And I was also amazed to see not only Japanese, but American people and other Asian people enjoying the JapanFest. That is the kind of, JapanFest is not just a festivity for Japanese, but also the festivity for all people living here in Georgia.
Well, it's scale. It's huge. We had, what, I think 20,600 people show up this year. And then just talking about sheer numbers, you have to have several hundred people coming together, vendors and volunteers, just to put that on.
Before we even broke that record, for the last 27, 28 years, we've been getting consistent 18, 19,000 people. So we used to advertise by saying, we almost get 20,000 people. Now we can say we got 20,000 people. And it's particularly meaningful to me because I've been attending the festival since 1987. That's which is when I came to the States. Right? So like Bob-san says, there's something for everybody. Anime, food, martial arts, flower arrangements, and yet it is one of the biggest festival celebrating Japanese culture.
I just want the JapanFest to become the place for all the people from Southeast to come over and enjoy Japanese culture. That's my dream.